asking easy questions. See, now it's very easy type of questions. And given the product structure tree is shown, compute the net requirement of A, B, C, D, E, and F. But in this particular structure, F is not there, so I am not considering this particular. So only you are going to operate for A, B, C, D. To produce 10 units of end item X, no stock is on hand. If there is no stock is on hand and schedule receipt concept is not given, then your net requirement is equals to gross requirement. Clear? Done. What you are going to write? First write X, A, B, C, D, E. Directly you can write anything because net is equals to gross requirement. So my end item X is how much? Next item is 10 units. So I can write here 10. It's very simple. X is 10. Tell me, if X is 10, what is A bracket 1 means? A will also be 10. B will be 10 into 2, 20. So it is how much? 20. Let me write here 20. Why? Because again the chain is expanding here. And E is how much? 10 into 4 equals to 40. Done. Next here. 20. And here is C1. So directly you can write 20. If it is 20, then D is how much? 20 into 4 equal to 80. If it is 20, then it will be E will be how much? E will be again 40. Clear? So this one is 80. Clear? Again let me expand. If this is 80, then what is E? E is 240. If it is 80, then what is C? C is also 240. Clear? Done. So what is A? A is 10, B is 20, C is how much? 260. And E. E is how much? This is. Clear? This particular A is 10, then what is C? C is also 40. If it is 20, then it will be E will be how much? E will be again 40. Clear? So if it is 20, then it will be E will be how much? E will be again 40. Clear? So this one is 80. Clear? Again let me expand. If this is 80, then what is E? E is 240. If it is 80, then what is C? C is also 240.
সো 240 কি করে আসলো? তাই এখানে যে ভ্যালুটা আছে না, এখানে সি ইকুয়াল টু 3 আছে, তাহলে কত হবে? ডি এর হলো কত? ডি এর হলো বি থেকে আসছে, বি ইকুয়াল টু কত? বি ইকুয়াল টু 20, বি ইকুয়াল টু 20 যেটা এটা টি ইকুয়াল টু কত? 80, 80 হলে ইকুয়াল টু কত হবে? 240। আর সি ইকুয়াল টু কত হবে? 240 একটা আসবে, আর সি এখানে একটা আছে, সেটা কত হবে? সেটা হয়ে যাবে ওখানে 240 অ্যাড হয়ে যাবে সেটাতে। আর ই এখানে একটা 240, ই এখানে একটা 2 আছে 40, আর ই আর একটা কোথাও আছে, এটা 4 44 into 10 ওটা আছে, তাই জন্য এটা আসছে।
Clear? Done. So what is A? A is 10, B is 20, C is how much? 260. And E is how much? This is the one. Clear? This particular pattern will be followed if the question is no stock is on hand. If there is on hand inventory in the case given, then the formatting will be a little bit layer by layer. You need to solve it. Clear, my dear student? I hope you got the concept properly. This one is very easy question. Let's move to next question. The next question is end item X is assembled from 3 major assembly A.
চলো সেটা পজিটিভ আছে।
PC. Subassembly A consists of 2 units of D, 2 units of E, and 1 F. Okay. To make B, component G and 3 units of H are needed. Subassembly C requires 2 units of J and 1 F. Component D requires 2 units of J and 1 units of E. The first question is construct the product structure tree for X. What quantities of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K are required to produce 100 units of X? Very simple questions. Read the question properly, word by word, you will be able to solve. End item X is assembled. End item X, I am writing, is assembled from 3 major assemblies A, B, C. Let me write here A, then B, then C. Done. Subassembly A consists of 2 units of D. So let me do here D bracket 2. 2 units of E and 1 F. To make B, component G and 3 units of H is required. Subassembly C requires 2 units of J and 1 unit of F. Again, you can see the component D requires 2 units of J and 1 unit of K. Clear? So let's verify the things properly. X is made up of A, B, C. A consists of 2 units of D, 2 units of E, and 1 unit of F. To make B, component G, 3 units of H is needed. Subassembly C requires 2 units of J, 1 unit of F. Component D requires 2 units of J and 1 unit of K. Option number A is done. What quantities of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, and K are required to produce 100 units of X? Simple. So let me write. On hand is 0. Schedule receipt is also 0. It is not mentioned. So net requirement equals to gross requirement. Clear? X, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, K. Let me see. There are written it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K. J is also. First write let's J and then K. Clear? So X is how much? X is 100. If X is 100, A is also 100, B is also 100, and C is also 100. Okay. X is 100, A is also 100, B is also 100, and C is also 100. Done. Because here some expansion is going on, so you can write here. If it is 100, D will be how much? 200. So write here 200 because again the expansion is there. If A is 100, E is also 200. F is 100. Clear? Now let's move to this particular cycle. If B is 100, G is 100, and H is 300. H is 300, and G is how much? 100. Clear? If this one is 100, J is 200. And F is 100. Directly plus 100 you can write it. Clear? If D is 200, G is how much? 400. And K is how much? 100. Then this is 600. This is 200. Clear? So the question answer is what quantity of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K are required to produce 100 units of X? So this has been solved properly. So I hope student this type of questions is very simple type of questions. You are getting it properly. Let's go for next question. Okay, this question is interesting. Little bit of extra information is there. So here inventory on hand is given. So let me go through the entire question properly. Given the following product structure tree, compute the net requirement for A, B, C, and D to produce 20 units of product X. Clear? So in order to produce 20 units of X, what amount of A, what amount of B, what amount of C, what amount of D is required? Since on hand inventory is given, so what I will do, I will divide it into different layer or level so that it will be a little bit easy for me to execute it. I am assuming this is my level 0, which is with respect to this one. This is my level 1. In level 1, there are two products, A and B. And this is my level 2, which is C and D. Clear? So for level 0, directly you can write net requirement of X is how much? 20. Clear? Now we'll go for level 1. Before going to level 1, let me write here net requirement equals to gross requirement minus scheduled receipt plus on hand inventory. This one is 0. So you can write the net requirement equals to gross requirement minus on hand inventory. Clear? So now we'll start for E and D. See here, gross requirement, on hand inventory, net requirement. And you are doing for A and B. Clear? E and D. So you can see if X is 20, A will also be 20 and B will also be 20. It means what information you are getting? Now the gross requirement information you are getting 20 and 20. Yeah. Again, since X is 20, so obviously this one will be 20 and this one will be 20. Yeah. Now next, A on hand inventory is how much? Again, B on hand inventory is 5. So the net requirement is gross requirement minus on hand inventory. So it will be 10. It will be 20. Yeah. Now level 1 is done. Now we have to go for level 2. Level 2 consists of gross requirement, on hand inventory, net requirement. C, D. Yeah. So this A A is what? A is now the parent for C and D. So here, what you are doing? Now X net requirement is 20. So from net requirement, you are getting gross requirement. So again, in same way, here A is 10. Now how A is 10? Now see here, A net requirement is how much? Now 10. So you'll be writing here 10. If it is 10, so tell me the gross requirement of C is how much? 10. And D is how much? Now 20.
ইকুয়াল টু 10 এখানে, তো এখানে এটা হচ্ছে ইকুয়াল টু 10, এটা হবে 2।
C is 10. D is 20. Next is on-hand inventory of C is 10. D is 10. 10, 10 is 0. 20, 10 is clear. Now it's time to conclude. Conclusion is you have to find out the net requirement. X, A, B, C, D. Net requirement. X is 20. A how much you got? Now 10. B 15. A 10. B 15. C is 0. D is, this is the answer for this particular question. Clear? I hope you are getting the answer. MRP is very important. If you are not getting the concept properly, then I have told you it will be like Tare Zameen Par movie. Clear? Let's go for next question. Okay, the question is, the product structure of product B is shown in the figure. This is the figure. The assembly of 2 units of B and 3 units of C to produce the assembly of 2 units of B means B2 and C3 to produce 1 unit of A takes 1 week, while the assembly of 1 unit of A and 4 units of B produce 1 unit of product B and it takes 2 weeks. Okay. The ordering lead time for B is how much? The B lead time is 2. C lead time is 1. D lead time is how much? The D lead time is 2. Here it is mentioned. The assembly of 2 units of B and 3 units of C to produce 1 unit of A takes 1 week. So lead time of A is how much? 1 week. Clear? While the assembly of 1 unit of A and 4 units of D produce 1 unit of product B takes lead time of 2 weeks. Clear? So all the data with respect to lead time I have written it. This 1, 2, 3 indicates the multiplication factor in the bill of material. Clear, my dear student? Now the question is, the master product schedule for product B is given below. Clear? Determine the net requirement of item C. So in this particular question, we need to find out the net requirement of product C. If the initial inventory of A, B, C and D is given, also determine the ordering schedule under the lot for lot ordering policy. See here. We have used that lot for lot means L for L policy. So you need to, your aim is what now? Your aim is to find the net requirement of C. Clear? So if your aim is to find the net requirement of C, how you should flow? I should flow in a top-down approach. Means B should be done. Then I will go to A and then I will go for C. There is no need to go for B and D. Clear? Because here question is net requirement of item C. Clear? The master production schedule for B is given. MPS of B is given. Clear? So let's start again. L for L policy is there. I hope you can do this L for L policy. So the first thing is you are going to write gross requirement, then schedule receipt, then on-hand inventory, then net requirement, then POR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let me draw the table first. So there are 3 tables requirement is there. So what we'll do now, we'll first draw all the tables. Again you can draw gross requirement, schedule receipt, on hand, net requirement, POR. Gross requirement, schedule receipt, on hand, net requirement, POR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. So the 3 is being done. So we'll start with product P. L for L. Lead time is 2 weeks. Clear? Now we'll say, sir, when we will know that this type of pattern need to be. Follow. Now when MPA structure will be given, then you need to execute in this particular way. Clear? So now you can see 6th week demand is 20, 7th is 10, 8th is 50. Since for T is the end product, schedule and on hand is 0, directly you can write 20, 10, 50. Again you can do offsetting of 2 weeks because the lead time is 2 weeks. Just I am doing offsetting of 2 weeks, 20, 10, 50. Clear? Done, completed P. Now you know that P is acting as a parent for A and D. I don't need D related information, A related information. I know the planned order release of the parent is equal to the gross requirement of the child component. So 20, 10, 50. So what you can write? 20 is which week? No, 4th week. 10. This is E. L for L. Clear? So let's start. The lead time is how much? 1 week. Done. Okay. Another thing is given. Determine the net requirement of item C. If the initial inventory of A is how much? The initial inventory is 10 units. So the initial inventory is 10 units. Writing here 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. Clear? The customer demand in the 4th week is 20 units and I have my on hand inventory of 10 units. So the net requirement will be 10 units. Then again, this and this is blank. So directly you can write 10. I hope you are getting the concept properly. The customer demand in the 4th week is 20 units and I have my on hand inventory of 10 units. So the net requirement will be 10 units. Then again, this and this is blank. So directly you can write 10. I hope you are getting the concept properly. Now this one will be 50. Since again, this and this is blank. So directly you can write 10. I hope you are getting the concept properly. Now this one will be 50. Since it's a L for L policy and the lead time is 1 week. So offsetting of 1 will be 10. 10. Now this one. Then again, this and this is blank. So directly you can write 10 units. So the net requirement will be 10 units. Then again, this and this is blank. So directly you can write 10. I hope you are getting the concept properly. Now this one will be 50. Since it's a L for L policy and the lead time is 1 week. So offsetting of 1 will be 10. 10. Clear. Now after that, A is done. I have to move to C. I know that A is the. Then again, 4th week is 20 units and I have my on hand inventory of 10 units. So the net requirement will be 10 units. Then again, this and this is blank. So directly you can write 10. I hope you are getting the concept properly. Now this one will be 50. Since it's a L for L policy and the lead time is 1 week. So offsetting of 1 will be 10. 10. Clear. Now after that, A is done. I have to move to C. I know that A is the parent for C and the multiplication factor is 3. So let me write the planned order release. 3rd week is 10. 10, 10, 10. And the multiplication factor is 3. 3 and 10. And tell me what is the lead time of C? The C lead time is 1. Okay. Next is C. How much? 15. C is how much? 15 is the on hand inventory. You can write here 15. 15. 15. 15. So this is 30. This is 15. So the net requirement will be 30 minus 15 is 50. This is directly 30. This is 1. 50. So this is 30. This is 15. So the net requirement will be 30 minus 15 is 50. This is directly 30. This is 1.
তো এটাকে 15 পয়েন্টে 15, সেখানে 15। So gross requirement is equal to net requirement gross requirement minus on it in the inventory. Net requirement gross requirement SR plus 1 তো এখানে একটাই 0 সেটা এনার ইকুয়াল টু অন হ্যান্ড ইনভেন্টরিতে পরিণত হয়েছে। তো এটা সেম আসছে, সো উপরে যেটা আছে সেটা এখানে বসাচ্ছি। দেখি SR ওইচ 0 আসছে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই এটা ইকুয়াল হবে এটা আর এটা।
The lead time is 1 week, so you need to do the offsetting by 1 week, 15, 30, and 1. Clear? So now the question is determine the net requirement of item C. Now the net requirement of item C is what? Now 15 units, 30 units, and 150 units. These three are the net requirement of item C, and for them the orders will be released in which week? Now 2, 3, and 4th week. Second, third, and fourth week. Clear, my dear student? So in this way, you are going to solve the MRP related problem. I hope student you are getting the concept properly because I am trying my level best to clear all your concepts. This is very important. Clear? Let's go to next question. Okay, the next question is bomb is designed for a bracket Z100 that is made up of a base E10, 2 springs B11, and 4 clamps C20. The base is assembled from 1 clamp and 2 housings. Each clamp has 1 handle and each housing has 2 bearings and 1 sub. Okay, design a product structure tree that includes the level coding information. So the data in the form of an indented BOM. This one is not required. Only we'll focus on E. Here, our main focus is to generate the bill of material J100 that is made up of base A10, A base A10. So here it is A10. 2 spring is there, so B11. 2 I am ready. 4 clamp is required. C20. Clear. Done. Now next is your base is your A10. Okay, the base is assembled from 1 clamp that is C20. C20. 2 housing ones. 2 housing. So D2 bracket 2 you can write. Clear. Done. Now next. Each clamp has 1 handle and each housing, each clamp has 1 handle and each housing has 2 bearings and 1 sub. So let me read the questions properly. Now each clamp has 1 handle. Each clamp has 1 handle. Okay. And each housing. So where they have mentioned, is there any information with respect to housing? Yeah. Housing is your D2. Okay. Each clamp has 1 handle E30. So my clamp is 4 clamp C20. Each 4 clamp C20. So this is your clamp. Each clamp has 1 handle. So I can write E30. Here also I can write E30. Because here it is written each clamp has 1 handle. Done. Next is each housing has 2 bearings. Bearing is F31. Bracket.
Yes.
1 shaft G32. Clear. Done. Bill of material.
বিল অফ ম্যাটেরিয়ালটা যে গ্রাফটা তৈরি হচ্ছে সেটাই দ্যাট উইল বি কল্ড এজ বিল অফ ম্যাটেরিয়াল, দ্যাট ইউ নিড টু রিমেম্বার। সো B11 দেওয়া আছে, এরকম করেই লেখা আছে 110 B11 C20 ব্র্যাকেটে 4 বলা আছে C20 4 ক্ল্যাম্প আর E3 দুটাতেই তৈরি হবে কারণ নিচের লাইনটাতে ওখানে লেখা আছে ইচ ক্ল্যাম্প হ্যাজ 1 হ্যান্ডেল দ্যাট ইজ E3। সো এখানে ক্ল্যাম্প আছে, তার নিচে E30 ব্র্যাকেট ক্ল্যাম্প দিচ্ছি, E30 পুট করে দিয়ে E10 এর নিচে একটা C20 ওটা আলাদা, একটা কী জানি বলছে, আর E30 রেস্ট অফ দ্য জিনিস এইভাবেই হবে ব্র্যাকেট না লেখা খারাপ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। E30 আচ্ছা এখানে ক্ল্যাম্পের নিচে তো E30 D2 2 G32 31 2.
Let me explain you once more. Now bomb is designed for a bracket Z100. So this is your J100 that is made up of base A10, 2 springs B11, 4 clamps C20. Now my base is A10. The base is assembled from 1 clamp C20 and 2 housing D2. So D2 bracket 2 I have written. Now again each clamp has 1 handle E30. So I have written each clamp means all the clamps. So I have written E30 here, also E30 here. And each housing has housing is what? Housing is your D2. Each housing has 2 bearings F31 bracket 2 and shaft G30. Clear. Only thing is that their little bit nomenclature is little bit confusing. So you need to read it properly so that you can draw your bill of material in a proper way. Clear, my dear student? It's not so difficult. Just wordings are you need to identify properly. Here the word is each clamp has 1 handle. So all the clamp will have one handle each. So here I have written E30. Here also I need to mention E30. Clear? Done? Okay, one more thing. Each clamp has 1 handle. So the entire information is correct. Design a product structure tree that includes the level coding information. Okay, this is the answer for time is like lead time. Lead time. Lead time. Lead time. The lead time for item P is 2 week. Q is 3 week. R is how much? R is 10 week. Then S is 5 week. D is 6 week. So all the information is done. Now the question is the lead time needed to respond to the customer order for item P is this. What will be the total lead time for this particular product?
Right, double on a 5 week.
How to calculate the total lead time? What will be the approach? Tell me. See here, we are going to calculate the lead time of the entire. The approach should be in this way, the bottom up approach. Yeah. In order to calculate your lead time, you have to go for bottom up approach. The lead time needed to respond to a customer order for item P. Very simple. S and T are the parallel operations. If S is completing at 5th week and T is completing at 6th week, so this week, these particular things will be completed by 6th week. Clear? Q lead time is 3 week, so 6 plus 3 is how much? 9. And this one is 10. And 10 and 9. The maximum value is 10. And this is taking 2. So 10 plus 2 is how much? 12. I know you are not getting this concept properly. Let me again read.
ये लिखे नहीं এটা লিখেছি 12 উইকে কমপ্লিট হয়ে গিয়ে হচ্ছে 10 5 61 the highest 26 6 আর 10 এর মধ্যে 10
S lead time is how much? It is 5 week. T lead time is 6 week. These two are parallel operation. So in order to complete S week, S work, it will take 5 week. T will also be completed by 6 week. So I can say by 6th week, S and T will be ready. And once they are ready, they will go for assembly of S and T. The assembly operation of S and T will give you the Q product, and that assembly will take around 3 week. Clear? So 6 plus 3 is 9. R used to take around 10 week. Tell me, Q is completed in 9th week, R is completed in 10th week. So in which week they will be completed in the 10th week? Again, this Q and R need to be assembled, and for assemble, it will take around 2 weeks. 10 plus 2 is how much? 12. So the correct answer for this particular question is 12. Clear? Now some of the theoretical question we need to also solve. So let's go through the theoretical question. In an MRP system, the component demand. How to calculate the component demand? Established by forecasted, established by the MPS, calculated by the MRP system from the master production schedule. Now it is ignored. I have told you. Now for MRP, the input is MPS, and for MPS, the input is from the demand. Clear? So the question answer is, in MRP system, component demand is calculated by the MRP system from the master production schedule, because from the master production schedule, the component demand is written there. So option number C is the correct. I have given you that flow chart. Now MRP, bill of material, engineering changes, which I have explained you in the class 4. Clear? Let's go for the next question. In other book, it is written option number B, but try to use your common sense. Now how it is being established? How it is being calculated, component demand? Calculated by the MRP system from the master production schedule. Clear? Now the next is, what is the correct sequence of the following steps in the operation management? Now anything, what you want to purchase, first the design decision should be taken. Clear? And once the design decision is taken, then you need to do capacity planning. After that, you need to go for MRP, and then you will go for purchasing. Option number C is the correct. The proper sequence of activities for MRP is what? I have told you. First capacity planning, then go for master production schedule, then MRP, and then order release. So option number D. The next is, which one of the following is not a necessary information input to MRP? Not is there, not MRP input. Inventory on hand is the input, that is the inventory status file. Bill of material is there, MPS is there, sequence of operation on the job is correct for this question. I hope you are getting it properly. Clear? Bill of material is there, MPS is there, sequence of operation on the job is correct for this question. I hope you are getting it properly. Clear? Next is, you need to do the match the following. Now you know, bill of material is related to your product structure, so identify the word structure. The part number and quantity required per assembly is your A. Capacity resource planning is a technique for determining personal and equipment capacities needed to meet the production objective. This is your B. MRP is a technique for determining the quantity and timing of a dependent demand item. So C is this one. Master production schedule specify what end items are to be produced and when. So D is there.